everyone, welcome back to another video. I just want to start off by saying I do apologize for the way my voice sounds. It is a little raspy. I had a sore throat and I'm barely getting over it. I was voiceless for a few days, but it's kind of coming back now. But nonetheless, I still wanted to put out a video for you all. If this is your first time here on my channel, welcome. My name is Celine. If you are returning, welcome back. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you'll be notified of any future uploads of mine. So with that being said, today's video I'm going to be doing a review and a little tutorial of the Desert Sage collection from Profusion Cosmetics. If you're interested in this review and tutorial, then just keep watching. Right, so the collection has 4 items to choose from, and I went ahead and got 3 of them. The one item that I did not purchase was the magnetic lash set. It did come with 3 pairs of lashes and the lash glue, but honestly none of the lashes were from my style. They just weren't the kind of lashes that I like. They were a little bit pricey for the quality of the lashes, and so yeah, I just didn't get them. So they are for $14. You can find this collection on profusioncosmetics.com, or you can also pick it up at Walmart. I went ahead and ordered mine from walmart.com. It took about 2 days to get to me, so it wasn't bad at all. A little bit cheaper from Walmart versus from their website. So let me go ahead and show you what all the products look like. So this is the 25 shade palette. It's a really cute detailing. I love the little packaging. So it does have a very decent sized mirror. I really like that. I love when palettes incorporate mirrors. This is the mirror. It's a pretty good size, like I said. And then these are the shades here. There's definitely a variety of shadows to choose from. One thing that I wish that was included, which is not a big deal, but the names of each of the shadows are just on this film. They're not printed on the palette itself. Personal preference, I would like for them to be on the palette. You can always refer it online if you need to know the name of the particular shadow you're using. Moving on to the next product. This is the Blend and Wonder makeup sponge. The case, tell me this is not cute. This is so adorable. I love that it has the little cactus case, so whenever you're traveling or anything, you don't lose your blender, or if you throw it in your makeup bag, it doesn't get dirty with all your other makeup. I forgot to mention price. So the palette on their website is $14. If you purchase it from Walmart, it is $12.98. So yeah, I save you a little bit of money. The sponge is $6 on their website, and at Walmart it is $4.98. The last thing that I got is the Blend and Stand set. It is a stand-up bag. This is what it looks like here on the back. It comes with a blending brush, a shader brush, crease brush, and then the bag, of course. So I'm going to kind of challenge myself, and I'm just going to stick to these 3 brushes. On their website is listed for $11, and you can get it at Walmart for $9.98. This is actually my first time trying Profusion Cosmetics. I've never purchased from them before, but nonetheless, still wanted to give it a try. Look at this little bag. This is so freaking cute with the little cactus on the zipper. And I like the feel of this bag too. It is a pretty good size. It's not too big. Hopefully my Morphe brushes can fit in here if I do want to take this with me on the go. I go ahead and pop them out. These are super soft, so I'm really looking forward to using them. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with my ABH primer. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the sponge. So the case is a little bit squishy. It's not hard at all. Then this is the sponge here. Very soft, and I like the shape of it. Kind of like a teardrop shape to it. Go ahead and buff this in. Typically I use a wet sponge, but I'm just gonna wait until I apply my foundation to go and wet it. Alright, so moving on to the palette. I'm gonna pick up this shade here, and it is Canon, and I'm gonna put that all over my eyelid. These brushes, they're so soft, and they're not too soft to where, you know, it's hard for them to really place and blend the product. So far, so good. In the palette, the shade that I'm using looks a little bit more like a taupe-ish brown color, but once on the eye, it kind of looks yellow to me. I'm going to dip into the shade Hot Spring, which is the shade right below it that is kind of a brownish orange tone. I don't know, it's kind of weird, like every shade that I'm dipping into so far definitely applies differently than what it appears in the pan. In this shade, it kind of looks like Canyon, just a little bit brighter. Now I'm going to pick up this other shade, which is the orange tone. And it is the shade Heat Wave, and I'm going to put that over the other shadows. I'm sorry if I sound so raspy, but I'm still trying to recover. I don't know, I just kind of lost my voice. It's been like 5 days since I started experiencing the sore throat. And yeah, I'm barely getting my voice back today. So I was like, you know what, I gotta film this video. So now that I have that on there, I'm just gonna take the other brush and blend it out. Color payoff is definitely there with these shadows. I'm gonna go ahead and deepen up the crease, the shade Death Valley, which is a brownish tone, and I'm gonna pack that onto my eye. Shade is definitely not what I expected. I definitely thought it would be darker. To me, it looks a little patchy, not sure. But this is definitely a good little brush to get into your crease and really focus the product on a particular area. I really like this little brush. Now that I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and deepen it up just a bit more with the shade Uninhabited, which is the shade directly above it. Color of this shade is kind of what I was thinking the other one would be like. Now that I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease with my ABH eye primer, and of course I'm gonna use the little brush, this little flat brush from their set. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the other color. I do want to play with the green tones. So I'm gonna pick up the shade Cactus, which is the lime green shimmer shade. But before that, I'm gonna put down the light green shade, which is the Joshua Tree. Now I'm gonna go ahead and spray my brush with some Alani Make It Last setting spray, just to help really bring out the shimmer. So I'm really not seeing much of it. I'm gonna go in with the flat brush. I'm not sure why it's not really showing up on my eye when it did swatch it. Pigmentation was there, but I don't know if it's because I put that matte shade underneath or what. I try and go in with my finger, but it's gonna be a little difficult because my nails on the finger is very vibrant. I don't know why it doesn't look like that on. Okay, so yeah, with the finger, it's working better. I'm gonna pick up this brush again, trying to work that into my tear duct area. I'm not really too impressed with this shimmer shadow. I was really expecting more from it because the other shadows were so pigmented. But I'm gonna go in with a green shade and pop that right next to it just to help blend the shadows together. So I'm actually gonna mix the two green shades, Sage and Mossy, together. Now picking up Mossy. The things with the darker shades, they're kind of harder to build up, a little bit more difficult to work with, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and darken it up just a little bit more. So I'm gonna go back in with those brown shades, Death Valley and Uninhabited. I'm just tapping that over the edge. Alright, so now that I've got, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a bit. Alright y'all, so I went ahead and did the rest of my makeup off camera, and I really love how this look came out. I'm just going to finish off the eyes. Go ahead and apply some shadows to my under eye as well, just to bring the look together. I'm going to go in with this shade here, and then follow it by these two round shades. So I'm just pulling this inwards. So I'm going to add some mascara. I'm going to go ahead and set my face and then give you a little rundown of everything in this collection. So this is the completed look with the Desert Sage collection from Profusion Cosmetics. I'm going to give you a rundown about everything and my final thoughts on everything, how it worked, and if I recommend it. So I'm going to start off with the beauty sponge here. This sponge is really well. I love how soft and bouncy it is. And once you wet it, it is even better. It's very easy to work your product into your skin. It doesn't have any streakiness or blotchiness to your face whenever you're using this. So next I'm going to talk about the brush set. I really love these brushes. They're very easy to work with. Also, the bristles are very soft. They really help blend these shadows. One thing I will knock this on is that they did not have a lot of brushes in the set. I wish they would have incorporated more brushes than just 3, because I feel like when you're creating a makeup look, you definitely need more than 3, but it was doable. I did complete a whole look with just the 3 brushes thanks to my color switch removal. But yeah, nonetheless, this is a good set to have. Now I'm going to move on to the last product, which is the palette. So when it comes to the palette, I'm kind of 50-50 on it, and I'll explain to you exactly why that is. Starting off with design, I really love the design of it in the packaging. I do love that it has 25 shades, and also the mirror is a plus. Always great when the palette incorporates a mirror. And I just love the variety of shades they have. You definitely can create many looks with this palette by itself. Now, getting into some of the things that I didn't like about the palette, some of the shadows were a little bit patchy, particularly the dark shadows. I don't know if you can tell, but like right here, it's kind of like patchy on the outer. I feel like the look definitely did still come out really beautiful. I did have a little issue with the shimmer shadow. It was kind of hard to use, but like most shadows that have shimmer in them, they're a little bit difficult to use with a brush, so it did help using my finger. I definitely am not going to tell you not to get this palette. I would say if you're interested, definitely go and get it and try it out yourself and see how you like it. I'm interested in trying out the other shadows and creating looks with those as well, just to see how the formula is with the other shadows in the palette. Definitely is not the worst palette I've ever tried, but it's not like the absolute best. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll be notified of any future uploads. Thanks for watching this video, and until next time, bye.